Denny Blanco. It's in the Game podcast live Thursday, June 20th, 2024. My man, how you doing?
We missed you.
It's been a
We
while.
missed you. We missed you. Long time no see, y'all. What's popping?
Yeah, man, long time. I apologize for not doing these shows during the NBA Finals. A lot's been going on that I won't get into on here, but good to see you, man. Good to hear from you. But it has been a lot going on as far as the NBA world. We got a new head coach for the LA Lakers. Siakam got the bag from Indiana. NBA draft is coming up in the next week or so. And we got a trade. Chicago and OKC. So I'm pretty sure I know where you want to go first. But before I go there, you can find Denny Blanco on social media, TikTok, Instagram, X, all that good stuff. As Sir Denny Blanco, find myself, Randy J. Cruz, RENDY, letter JCRUZ on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, X. Find the podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, also on Amazon Music. And youtube.com/Cruise Control Podcast. If you're watching this now live, you're watching live on Twitter and YouTube. Any questions, comments, feedback, all that good stuff, show some love and support for your boys on the program, and we'll read it in from the chat. So, Denny Blanco, Lakers, they try to get Dan Hurley. He was like, nah, I'm good in UConn, 6 years, a lot of money. They try to give him the bag. He was like, nah, I'm good here. Try to go for a three-peat here in UConn. And then the rumor we always kept hearing the last couple of weeks and maybe a month or so was JJ Redick could be in the mix for the Lakers job. He got a podcast with LeBron, Mind the Game, but I think that's going to go out the window or be put on pause for a hot minute because he is now the new Lakers head coach on a 4-year deal. The money we don't know yet, but JJ Redick is going to be the Lakers head coach for the foreseeable future with LeBron and hopefully past LeBron. So how your initial reaction to Redick getting the Laker job, and are you shocked by it? Are you more like, you know what? I know he's inexperienced, but I don't mind it because we don't want to go through the whole carousel of getting the same old coaches every time out.
Well, first and foremost, shout out to everybody watching. We appreciate your support. I mean, we're talking about the Lakers and their head coach and Hurley, but I want to back up a little bit.
Go ahead.
Okay. Boston Celtics just won a chip.
Yes, they did. I just figured we'll talk about what's currently going on, but we are going to get to Boston winning the NBA Finals.
Yeah, God bless them. They won the chip, so I wanted to salute them. They got the championship ring. Bobby Hurley did a crazy move. He basically leveraged his college affiliation with UConn, his job.
Dan Hurley, not Bobby.
Dan.
Come on,
the Hurleys. Dan Hurley was very smart in what he did. He basically leveraged his job with UConn to get more money. He did a pump fake. He took an interview, and just the slightest idea of UConn losing their coach to the Lakers, they had to up the money up a little bit. And of course, Dan Hurley stayed, and JJ has been talked about being the guy going to the LA Lakers. But for me, are there other candidates for the role? Is he the perfect candidate? Yes, he may have X's and O's, and yes, he's a former player, and all of that being said,
yeah,
Randy, is he the best candidate for the Lakers right now?
I mean, I can answer that by saying who else is out there. I mean, I know they've been doing the interview process. A guy that I just can't pronounce. I think he was doing San Antonio or something like that.
I mean, you got Sam Cassell sitting out there.
And Cassell, yeah. Listen, I'm always gonna say Mark Jackson is always a prime candidate
You
to
got Mark
do
Jackson
something.
sitting right there.
Sam Cassell definitely. I would have thought he would have got at least a look for the Lakers over Redick, but I'm not shocked by it because we are in this era where, again, we are in the social media era, we are in the podcast era, we are in the instant gratification era, we are in all this era combined into one. And I guess Redick was the hot name, the flashy name. He was doing a fucking podcast with LeBron just not too long ago. So maybe they saw, his mind, his vision, and they kind of look at him like this new young blood, new foundation, like how Pat Riley was to the Lakers so many years ago. Like, you know what? I know he's never done this, but he has the mind to become that kind of coach. I heard a couple shows and podcasts saying they look at him as their version of Eric Spoelstra. And Eric Spoelstra was never a head coach in Miami. He was a video coordinator, and it said come on board. And look at 20s whatever later, he got multiple championships. So now, yeah, it is. You are taking a risk, because the last time I checked, they had Darvin Ham, they had Mike D'Antoni, they had Mike Brown, they've had Luke Walton, they've had all these guys come in 2 year a revolving door, and it's like, who's the guy that's going to be here for like at least 3, 4, 5 years? And the timeline of LeBron is going to wind down with LA. AD will still be there, so you're getting JJ for now, but I think you're getting JJ for like the next wave of what the Lakers are going to be post LeBron. And we don't know if LeBron had a part in this, but I'm pretty sure he's signed off to the point where, you know what, I don't mind JJ because I know the mind of what he could do on the court and off the court. So I'm not shocked. Dan Hurley turning it down for 6 years. Listen, do you and UConn, bro. You trying to make history and be one of the all-time greats, go ahead and do that. And I think maybe just, he didn't see it as a right fit. But I think with JJ going there now, young coach, good-minded, knows the game, but it's like, all right, you still gotta get players on that roster to fit with the kind of coaching style you want to present out there.
JJ Redick. That was a audition for LeBron. LeBron put that podcast out for an audition, right? To let everybody know this guy knows his basketball. And I didn't doubt it all. I didn't doubt it at all that he knew basketball, and clearly we get to hear him speak about it during the games during the playoffs. He breaks down particular matchups, and he goes through what explaining what the players are going through. God bless the LA Lakers. They're gonna get 5 years. They got their coach, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what adjustments he's going to possibly make with that roster. I don't know. I mean, you're not winning a chip anytime soon with that roster. So God bless. We got some trades going on. So who knows what'll happen.
But I feel like the Lakers' issues is not just coaching. It's a prime example. When you look at Boston 2 years ago, they made the finals with the guy who's coaching Houston, Udoka, right? So now when you put in Mazzulla and he goes to the conference finals last year but loses, okay, cool. But you also have to tinker with your roster. You get Drew Holiday, you get Porzingis. You can't just have JJ Redick come on board and be like, all right, he's going to take it to the promised land, but you don't change your roster. You still got LeBron and AD.
We'll see.
But as of right now, are you going to keep D'Lo? Are you going to keep Austin Reeves? Are you going to improve this? Are you still got Archie Moore? Like, drafts coming up. You got free agency coming up. Trades are already happening as we speak as of today. So it was like, all right, JJ is part one, but you can't tell me, all right, JJ is going to coach this team the same way it is now for next season, because if that's the case, then you didn't improve anything. So they got bigger issues to figure out. So it's like, how do you maximize LeBron's, let's say, what if JJ got a 4-year deal? You think I would say LeBron's going to be there for 2 years How do you maximize LeBron's next 2 years with the Lakers to be all right? We're going to be a playoff team, not a playing team. We're going to get a high seed, get home court advantage, and then build off of that. What young talent are you trying to bring to the Lakers with JJ Redick as your new young head coach?
All right. I don't know who.
Okay.
I know what. To answer your question, what they need. They need a center, a viable center. They got to move AD to the 4.
Okay.
Can't play 5.
Yeah.
Stop. He has to stop playing 5. Please, for the love of God. He has to stop playing 5.
Mhm.
Move him to the 4. Then LeBron will be LeBron, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But AD being at the 5, I don't think he needs to have a big next to him, kind of like a Paul Gasol with Andrew Bynum.
Mhm.
You got a Tim Duncan with David Robinson. You had a Rasheed Wallace with a Randy.
Ben Wallace. Ben Wallace.
There you go. You always gotta have the guy next to the guy. And right now, I think that's the you know what? And a point guard that can get his own shot.
I was waiting for you to say that, point guard.
Well, it takes a while for me to start cooking, baby. You know what I mean? You gotta put the seasoning on it. You gotta.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Smell it up. Juneteenth. You know what I mean? Juneteenth.
Right.
You gotta get the barbecue. Get the kebabs. Gotta cook it up, baby. Mm-hmm. Come on now. Get those 2 things. You may have something. Doesn't mean you're gonna be better than OKC. Doesn't mean you're gonna be better than Denver. Doesn't. So we'll see.
I mean, listen. Denver, yes. Even like Minnesota, tough. They were just in the conference finals.
Minnesota, yes.
I'm trying to see who would be on the free agent market this year. Far as the big man goes.
What's the free? Who are the free agents?
Notables that. Unless you want like Biombo and Mo Bamba and
hold on. Let me look at this. Persons, okay. NBA free agents. All right. Is this
Andre
right?
Drummond?
Is this right? I'm looking at a couple of things. I don't know if this is right, but we'll talk. All right. So I'm looking at this list at the Lakers, right? I'm looking at this list. I see. Why is James Harden up here?
Okay, what about hold up because I'm
George.
I'm ahead of you. What about Nick Claxton?
I see Nick Claxton sitting right there. Interesting. Okay, OG, obviously. That's going to be interesting. KCP, okay. Spencer Dinwiddie, they had him, but it seems like Malik Monk. Okay. They better throw that bag at Isaiah, baby. The New York Knicks better throw that bag at Isaiah, baby.
Oh, Hardenstein, yeah.
You got to throw that bag at him. It has to be a good size bag, like a travel bag. Like multiple of those. You got to get multiple of those.
Valanciunas?
No.
Have you seen his numbers?
Jonas is giving you what? 12 and what is he giving you? 13 and 14 and he got some decent numbers, but not for the Lakers though. We need him to run. We need them to run. We need the center to wait. Hold on. Wow.
I mean,
we need the center to run. We need our center to run. So
who was Boston's center? I mean, it wasn't
KCP. Boston center was KCP.
So
they played. See, they got away. See, thank you for the segue, which pissed me. Thank you for leading me to the layup, or should I say the alley? Okay. Because Dallas was pissing me off every single game. And shout out to Jason Kidd. Maybe he didn't have no choice, but Jason Tatum got away with playing Gabbard. They got away with PJ Washington getting defended by Derek White. That's crazy. They played Tatum at the 4. Am I bugging? They played Tatum at the 4, no?
Yeah.
That's crazy. They played KCP. They played Kristaps
Yeah.
at the 5. So you have to. No, that's not going to work. You need for LA. Yeah, you said Bismack. That's funny.
They need a big man, they need a point guard, and they need shooters.
Oh my God. Oh my God. There he is.
Who's the guy?
Andre Drummond.
I just said him 2 minutes ago. Andre Drummond. I literally just said his name 2 minutes ago.
Andre Drummond. Yes, Randy. Andre, you get Andre. No. You get, okay, this is what you do. I don't know how, though. You pick up Andre Drummond. You pick up Andre Drummond, Robin Covington, and Reggie Bullock. Look at your face. Why is your face like that?
No, I'm waiting.
You pick up those pieces. Those are better pieces in terms of shooting and defense than you had defense that you had before with your who was these guys that you were trying to put in. Darvin Ham was giving them mad minutes and they were giving you absolutely nothing. They were just getting cardio. I forget the names. So the other small forwards, not Hachimura, but
Vanderbilt or
Vanderbilt's one of them.
Was it Vanderbilt?
I forget the name.
Cam Reddish.
Well, Cam did. He lost minutes. There's a bunch of guys on that bench that just lost minutes, or I don't know if it's lost minutes, lost confidence, or all of the above. Right. I don't know, but they're gonna have to make a change. I mean, even Moritz Wagner,
Mo Wagner. Moritz. Wagner. Not Franz Wagner.
Moritz Wagner. He's intriguing too. Interesting.
And I want to keep harping on LA, but of what they need, but like they need
yeah, we're just talking
like a 2 guard, but like a slasher at the same time. So all the guys that we said what they need, like they had it at one point in time. They had the Caruso defensive guy. They had Malik Monk that can shoot and then attack the basket. They had a lot of these guys. Obviously, they had the Lonzos and the Ingrams, and they go on and on. Josh Hart, like they had everybody. Kuzma, they had Kuzma. Like you had all these guys. Obviously, you can't keep everybody. You did trades, but now you find yourself like needing. There's so many potholes you got to fill in. That's why I was like, all right. Let's fantasy book. You plug in Valanciunas, for example, or Nick Claxton in LA. All right, that's one. Your point guard is like, all right. So if I go on the free agency market, if you ain't trying to make no trades to get a point guard, your point guard options are. I mean, Malik Monk is out there as a 2 guard. You also have
Tyus Jones.
Hold up. You also have Klay Thompson as a 2 guard.
Oh, you said point guard. I thought you were talking about point guard. Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking Tyus Jones. You also have who else we got here? You got D'Lo, Buddy Hield, 2 guard. Let me see.
Not too many. There's a lot of threes.
Gary Harris. Then this is where you start. Like, all right, man.
There's a lot of threes and a lot of threes and a lot of 4s. Not too many 2s per se. Shoot. DeMar DeRozan.
DeRozan's a free agent. Paul George is a free agent. Like now,
Paul George just swapped jerseys.
Yeah, pretty much.
He said, "Did you see what he said recently?"
And DeMar could be your 2 guard.
Did you see what he said? Paul George said recently.
No, they're not.
He said something to the effect of, and I'm paraphrasing. I didn't want to do the dirty work. Seeing that he lost this right before Harden got there. Nicholas Batum and Robert Covington. He said that they were doing very well, and then not that James Harden is at fault, but he said now they had to do the dirt. Him and Kawhi had to do the dirty work, and I said, "Come on, bro, come on, man."
So he's saying he was relying on Nick Batum and these guys to do.
Come on, bro.
Work, and he did not want to participate in the dirty work.
I don't want to guard Luka. I don't want to guard. Come on. On the other side, I got Jason Tatum guarding Gabbert, who's taller and bigger than him.
Yeah.
You got Jaylen Brown guarding Luka 94 feet. for 4 straight games.
And that's why he was the MVP of the finals.
4 straight games. Not Jason Tatum. And here's what's interesting. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here's what's interesting. Boston easily could have said, Holiday, you deal with him. Boston easily could have put Holiday on Luka. Easily. They said, no. They said, no. You have Kyrie. You go. Let Jalen take him 94 feet. And here's the guy, Paul George, saying, I ain't want to do the dirty work. God bless. God bless.
Yeah. Back to LA. Do you think about entertaining a trade to get Trae Young to the Lakers?
Yes, I do. He's perfect for the Lakers. You know why? He won't have to play defense.
And if you're Rob Pelinka, if you're Atlanta, yo, what's up? Yo, I want Trae Young. I bet. I want what's gonna be?
I don't know, bro. You throw him some. Listen, Trae wants out.
D'Lo's one.
Yeah, get him out. Get D'Lo out. At least Trae. You see,
Hachimura.
See, D'Lo and Trae provide you the same thing. They're not going to give you two. I mean, you know, some games D'Lo give you assists. Same thing with Trae. But Trae pushes the tempo.
Yeah.
And that may be what they need in LA. So, you know, what you going to give him? Give him D'Lo. Give him whoever you need to give him. I don't know. Put some money in the bag. Send it over to Atlanta. Do what you got to do. But obviously, it's at a low. It's at a low because your boy Trae, he wants out. So it's at the low. It's not at the premium. It's not at the premium. We going to, but you know, it's still early, man. It's still early. There's a lot of moving pieces before everything's said and done. You know, it's interesting. The freaking draft is coming, and man,
which Atlanta has the number 1 overall pick, by the way.
Man, let me.
And you know what? I have no idea who they.
Yeah, man, it's looking bad, bro. I'm like, hold on, who's supposed to be number 1? Who's supposed to be?
I don't know.
I don't even. All right, so yeah, I mean, last year we knew about Wemby.
Yeah,
but it looks like they got some. Oh well, you know, they start with the Europeans. There goes starting with the Europeans. They got to start with the Europeans. Yeah, I see a lot of Europeans. Hey, man, you see what Luka did. You see what Dirk did. You know, guys, you don't have to understand. When you start playing pro at 14, you start playing professional basketball. Shout out to Luka, Dirk, freaking Ricky Rubio.
Yeah.
Your man was like 18 on the Spain. Is it Spain? Yeah, I believe it was Spain. Spain's USA, because he already played the European League. He was on their Olympic roster.
Yeah.
This tells you, man, these Europeans ain't playing around. USA is losing a foothold on this basketball thing. I mean, I see Reece Shepherd, Kentucky. I remember watching him. Stefan Castle, I think he's from UConn. Is he? I think he's from UConn. Let me see. I think he's from UConn. And that's what I haven't seen. Let me see. No. Duh. Yeah, UConn. Yeah, he's from UConn. Okay, we good. Yeah, so I imagine it's going to be a lot of Klingon's coming out. That's a big. We're gonna see if he has a jump. You know, if he can space the floor. I don't think he even had. I haven't seen him shoot jump shots. I see him always in the post.
Bro, who?
Donovan Klingon.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the big from UConn. No.
Okay.
Yeah, you know that's the big from big from UConn, and then Dalton Connect. I like Dalton Connect.
Okay.
From Tennessee. I like Dalton Connect. I don't want him going to the Jazz.
No.
I don't want him going to the Jazz.
It's the first time they're doing the draft in 2 nights, and it just a draft like Like,
Yeah, I
who's getting
mean,
out? I don't know.
but I'm looking at these numbers. I mean, who they're drafting at number one and why they're saying. I mean, Hawks, Wizards, Rockets getting Reed Shepherd. I mean, obviously, Spurs they're trying to get a 2. Looks like a Stephon Castle. Pistons, I don't know what the hell they're trying to do. So yeah, they got Stephon Castle either going to the Spurs or the Hornets. And then you
Detroit, Monty Williams out of here. Still getting that paycheck. Got a 4-year deal. Got fired, but he's still collecting that $60 million deal. So,
listen, we're not talking about people stealing. We're not talking about people stealing money. All right.
Nah, he's not stealing money. It's like, hey, listen, you fired me. I got a 4-year deal. I did 1 year. Still gonna pay me?
Only the 130%. The only league, same thing has been going on for years. They did the same thing. The Derek Fisher, they got mad coaches basically getting paid by 3-4 different teams, and it's out of control. Yeah, I'm back to this real quick before we move on. I did the draft. Australia, France. First two, Australia and France. Now it's going to college, but obviously they went straight to the Europeans. They even at the same time they got Donovan Clingan at 6. He played at Connecticut, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
doesn't matter. He's not going number 1, which is, I mean, wild. Like I said, don't connect. I love him. I don't even know why he's going that low. I think he should be going higher. He's legit. But other than that. Yeah, we're gonna see what happens. Come draft night, they're gonna explain it. We'll go from there.
One quick thing. You agreed Jaylen Brown MVP the finals, right?
Jaylen Brown's the engine. Jaylen Brown is Batman of the Boston Celtics. If anybody wanted to know, Jason Kidd said it, didn't he?
Oh, not so Brown is Batman now.
What did Jason Kidd say?
I know. I heard J.K. said, but the best player in Boston is Jaylen Brown.
They thought he was. He's saying that to cause division in the team. Shut up! No, he's not. He's saying it because the goddamn truth. Your man's a problem. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I did a video. Randy J. Cruz. It's in the game podcast.
That's right.
The professionals, the people that vote, your all NBAs, your all stars, all this jazz. These are the guys that are supposed to know better than us, me and Randy and all you guys, all the fans, the guys that pay attention, the guys that watch film, the guys that break down the analytics. You have a situation here where, goodness gracious, I don't even. You
take your time, man. Take your time. You sound frustrated. You sound stressed out. Why are you stressed out, man?
I'm so frustrated. I lost my train of thought.
It was you on a train of Brown, Celtics, maybe money, MVP.
Oh yes, thank you.
Okay,
right back on the train.
All right.
I'm asking you guys. Yeah, I was breaking down the pros versus us and what we know. And now that I'm back on this train, I have to ask you: this guy, Jaylen Brown, didn't make an All NBA team.
No, not one.
Not first, not second. All NBA. You guys, not you, not everyone listening. Not you, Randy, not everyone listening. Not you guys, not anyone listening. Not you guys, not anyone listening. I'm talking about the folks that voted. You guys told me he only goes right. That's what you guys told me. You guys told me he was overpaid. This is Jaylen Brown. This is what you guys told me. Huh? This is what you guys told me. The professionals, the aficionados. And now look at you. Egg on your face. The man got a ring and an MVP, finals MVP. Okay. Now what do you have to say? Folks like, oh, who's gonna come off? I said, that's easy. You could have took SGA off and I'd have been fine. Hello?
No, first team. Oh no, you bugging. You bugging. SGA remains on team number one. We're talking about a possible MVP candidate. Look at the
God
numbers.
bless.
And
God bless. He was possible. He was possible, but he didn't win. He went to the Joker. And your man, your man Jalen didn't even get any votes. Okay, that's the bottom line. He didn't get any votes, and he has a ring. So what are we talking about here? I'm talking about these guys not knowing what they're talking about. Period. We gotta replay the tape, babe. Gotta replay the tape. See what it is now, Randy. You see what it is.
I'm gonna tell you who made the first team, second team, and third team. One thing I want to make clear: Jaylen Brown should have been on one of these rosters. It's second or third, and you're gonna hear a couple names. You'll be like, "What? He made it? What?" First team: Giannis, Luka, Shea, Joker, Tatum.
I'm not taking nobody off except SGA. Go ahead. Second team.
You're bugging. You're wilding.
All right. Whatever.
Second team: Brunson, AD, Durant, Ant-Man, and here we go, Kawhi.
See, it's see. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, is the disrespect? It's disrespect. No, because you. All right.
No, but my question is, you're quick to take SGA off, but I didn't hear you say, "Yo, take AD off, take Kawhi off." Like, why so quick for Shea?
How many games did you watch of the Boston-Dallas series?
Honestly, a full from front to back. Yo, I ain't see game 4. I was like, oh shit, that's a score. No,
you watch three out of the 4 games. 3 out of the 5.
4. I say 4 out of 5.
Okay. Jaylen Brown wasn't playing all first team NBA defense on Luka.
He was.
Okay. Was he playing? Okay. And then was he playing all first team offensively on the offensive side?
Bro, I am agreeing with you with Jaylen Brown. He was MVP to 5. I'm not disagreeing with you.
You're saying he's not supposed to be first team, and I'm saying, hear me. He is first team all NBA. It shouldn't have been SGA.
And I'm saying you're wailing, bro. You bugging, bro. You bugging. Second team, I would say, you got it over Kawhi. Got it, bro. Come on. But Giannis.
Oh, so Tatum can stay. Tatum can stay, but not Jalen. God bless you,
bro. If I was to take, I was fighting for Brunson.
Robin's on the first team. This is some bullshit. Bro, it's some bullshit.
Bro. I was trying to fight for Brunson, right? If I was taking anybody off of team 1, it was going to be Giannis. Right or wrong? Because you knew what SGA was doing all year. You knew what Luka was doing all year. Joker's a fucking MVP, and Tatum had the best record in the Eastern Conference. Giannis, not saying he had a bad year, because I'm just saying the numbers were there, but it's like it wasn't the typical Giannis for all first team. Because like third team: Devin Booker, Steph Curry, Halliburton, LeBron, and Sabonis. Come on, like what are we doing? Bro, they had Sabonis in the top 10 of MVP candidates the whole year. I'm like, all right, he's a good player, but MVP top 10 all year?
Once again,
and these guys?
Pay attention to who's voting. Pay attention to who's getting the votes. Pay attention. It's not about talent anymore. It's about who we like. Really, truly, it is. This is what these guys are doing.
It's about it's a popularity contest. It is a thing where some in the media, some fans, whatever, want to drive a wedge between Brown and Tatum. Oh, it's not going to work. They got to trade one of these guys. Brown got paid more money than Tatum, but now Tatum may not get more bread because he's not the NBA Finals MVP and this that. I'm like, and plus you promote Tatum whenever it's Boston tonight is Jason Tatum and the Celtics against. You're not saying Jaylen Brown. You're not doing that. When it's LA, it's LeBron and AD and the Lakers. It's never Tatum, Brown, and the Celtics take on the Knicks, and like you're not doing that.
See, it's not. You don't think it's Tatum and Brown?
Okay, what do you mean? It is Tatum and Brown.
Yeah, in terms of when they talk about it, it's Tatum and Brown, right? Like it's LeBron and AD.
They talk more about Tatum though.
They do.
You know why? Because on the shows, it's about, oh, does Tatum need this for the legacy? This game, it's never Jaylen Brown legacy game.
I don't know why, but Jaylen Brown's all-star, no?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about him in the dunk contest. That's a different story.
Let's not talk about that. Never happened. Never happened. It didn't. Never happened.
See that?
It never. Listen, never happened.
It's like what's that show? With the old white guy saying false never happened, false never. That guy never happened.
Never happened. Never existed. The concept is simple. We're in wild times. That's what we are. We're in wild times. We're in wild times. We have a team, a player that is not getting the credit, but then getting the credit. Does that make sense? Jaylen Brown, he's a player that's getting the credit, but then not getting the credit.
Yeah, they weren't giving him love months ago, but now because he's the champion and MVP of the finals, now it's like, oh, Jaylen Brown. I told you from day one, we always knew Jaylen Brown.
See, the thing about it is, I can win this. You have no control of that, right? Jaylen Brown, the Boston Celtics, win the chip. You as voters or media voters, you have no control of that. You know what you have control of? Your hate for me. It's got to be hate. That's all it's got to be. It's got to be hate against Jaylen Brown. Whatever it is, I don't know. I don't know if it was the 300 mil. I don't know if that was the case. I don't know what it is, but get over it. Your man's in Finals MVP and a champ. Deuces.
I want to see. So yeah, Dallas, 22, 21, 30, 10, and 21. Over career, he's averaged over 22 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists in 11 NBA Finals games.
This is
Brown. This is Brown.
Yeah, I don't need the numbers to jump off.
Yeah.
The screen. Just watch the video, man. His defense on Luka was like, yo, all right.
Yeah.
I'm ready for vacation, bro. Like this guy won't let me breathe every time I walk. He's here, he's there, he's here, he's there,
yeah.
He's here, he's all over me. Coach, it's right. All right, like I'm throwing lobs to Gabbard. Gabbard don't want to post. PJ wants to want to shoot threes. He don't want to post Derek White. Kyrie's in a lockbox. Holidays on. Drew Holiday's got him doing 8 moves to get a shot off.
I mean, there was a minute where Drew Holiday could have been MVP for a minute in the first couple games.
Pay attention. Kyrie, usually 1-2 moves, he's by you, or the ball's up because he's created space. 1 or 2 moves. Your man Holiday on this guy in his airspace, if you will. Randy, you know what that means, right? When I say he was in his airspace, usually the guy, when he's getting to Kyrie gets into his, I'm teaching right now, excuse me, pardon me. When the guy gets into his 3-point stance and he starts jabbing like Kyrie be doing, a lot of folks be jumping back, giving Kyrie room, and that's where he be rising up or he be getting to dancing. Holiday, Holiday's my defensive player of the year. Rudy Gobert. Holiday's my defensive player of the year. When you can guard 4 positions or at a high level, okay? This is what I saw. I mean, Holiday was in his airspace, and clearly Kyrie had to go to like 8 moves to get a shot off. I saw that and I said, yeah, well, there that is. We have no help from the others. I don't know what happened to Hardaway. We didn't get enough. I would have liked to see a little bit more of him. Get maybe more up tempo. Maybe play small ball. I don't know. Change up the game. But they were home fishing.
So out of the third team, Booker, Curry, Halliburton, LeBron, Sabonis. Who do you put Jaylen Brown over? How many do you put Jaylen Brown over?
Say that one more time.
So the third team,
Yeah.
Booker, Curry,
Uh-huh.
Halliburton, LeBron, Sabonis.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown goes over who?
He can go over Sabonis.
Mm-hmm.
He can go over Hallie.
Mm-hmm.
Just me.
Yeah.
Just me. What he provides. He plays defense. Yes, he falls in love with that three.
Because Jaylen Brown was second team last year. I'm like, damn, how did he fall?
He fell. Wait, say that again.
Jaylen Brown was all second team last year and nothing this year. So how did he fall off the second team and third team this year
With a better record.
with the best record in the East?
Play your head up. Turn your head around. Turn your head around. Lay on the ground. You've been robbed. Wake up. Wake up. Yo, these niggas crazy.
Nah, you're right. Because, bro, last year, LeBron was third team. Sabonis was third team. Jimmy was second. Donovan second. Steph Curry second. Randall was third. De'Aaron Fox was third. Dame was third. So I'm like, you make it seem like he got hurt the whole year, and he can't make the roster. But like, who's above him? That was beyond crazy. And then you look at it now, champion, MVP, the finals. Like, all right, I'm gonna show you guys why I got the bag, why I deserve that bag, and Tatum's gonna get more than Brown. Like I 315 mil. They're gonna be locked in for years.
Listen, Boston, if you're smart, keep that same team together. Al, old man Al, salute to you, Dominican. First Dominican to get a championship ring. Salute to you, big old Al. Check this out, old man Al. If your knees allow it, you should come back as many times as you can. Udonis Haslam, you listen. Sitting right on. Listen, if you got the knees, you come back and you get as many rings as you can. You ride them Bulls. You ride them Tatum and Brown. Ride them Tatum and Brown trains to another chip. Okay, I think they got two to three more years of excellence, high excellence. Their bench is crazy. Mm-hmm. Okay, now if Hauser and Pritchett, they're gonna still get better. They're developing, so we get that going. Satisfied Holiday, man. Listen,
going into next season.
Oh, it's gonna be crazy.
Going into next season, who's the biggest threat to Boston?
It's gonna be crazy. Who's the biggest threat to Boston? Man, I don't even know.
Give me. Let's say they make the finals. Who's the biggest threat from the West? But let's say they get to a conference finals. Who's the biggest threat in the East to Boston?
Yeah, listen, I don't know. I'm closing my eyes and snapping my fingers like Thanos and trying to figure out. Everyone simulation. Put on NBA Live 95. Put on a simulation so guys don't get hurt. Don't put on the real setting. Put it on simulation so guys don't get hurt when they play.
Or better yet.
Put me on, Randy.
If this was Boston, Denver, is Boston the champion right now?
No. I was explaining this earlier to somebody. I said, look, the road to the championship is always interesting. Shout out to Clipped on FX. If you're not watching it, please do.
I haven't seen it.
Sweet Baby Jesus, the breakdown of Donald Sterling, LA Clippers, Doc Rivers, all that jazz. You have to remember that team, speaking of roads to the championship, you have to remember that Clippers team was loaded. Mm-hmm. They were supposed to win a chip that year. But the Donald Sterling thing happened. Blew it up. And guess who benefited from that? The Golden State Warriors. If the Clippers didn't have that Donald Sterling thing in the background, while they were playing, they would have had a chip. Matt Barnes, Chris Paul, all of them would have had a chip. Now you have to figure the road to this year in terms of Denver. Jamal Murray gave everything to the Lakers. He ran out of gas. It is what it is. And then you had Joker carrying them against Minnesota. If they get past Minnesota, Boston's food. There's no question about it.
But I tell you this, you could say the Warriors benefited, but if you go back in time, last time I checked, even with you can't say, oh, they didn't win because of the whole Donald Sterling stuff. They didn't win because they lost a fucking 3-1 lead to the Houston Rockets. They were up 3-1. Houston played Warriors in the conference finals, and then you had Warriors winning. But the Clippers, you should have been there, bro. You had a 3-1 lead on the Houston Rockets.
We know why. We know why. These guys were not. These guys. It's mental, man. It's mental. It's mental. You got to be clear. Everybody's got to be focused. Everybody has to have the same mindset. You see, Boston went to the finals, lost.
Mm-hmm. They should have went there last year.
Changed coaches and didn't miss a beat. Why?
No, they changed coaches. They lost in Game 7 last year to Miami, down 0-3, which never should have happened. But there was no Drew. There's no Porzingis. You had
there you go.
Guys,
there you go.
Williams, and it's a different roster. But you should have beaten Miami last year.
Absolutely.
You could have had that Denver-Boston matchup, which we should have had this year. But fucking Denver wants to not beat Minnesota in 7. But
run out of gas. They ran out of gas. But that's the point of the championship. Who is going to last the longest at the end? Who is not going to cramp out? Who's not going to tear their knee? Who's not going to pull a hammy? Who's not going to go down? Who's not going to quit? Who's not going to give up? And you see the fight that a lot of these players have. Shout out to the Knicks. They literally was fighting to the end with no roster. Okay, with no roster, fighting in the playoffs. All right, so it's going to be exciting next year to have Ja Morant back. It's going to be exciting to have Julius Randle back. It's going to be exciting to have Giannis healthy. It's going to be exciting to see Dame come back and get that team going. There's a lot of moving pieces. Maybe Jimmy comes back healthy. There's going to be Embiid. Embiid, Joel, and my African brother Joel. I don't know what to say about you, bro. Like you're one of my favorite players to watch play. You're so talented. I just wish you had health. I just wish you were healthy because you are the modern day Hakeem Olajuwon. You are a savant in the post. And then you can shoot threes. And I tell people all the time, you're technically 3 MVPs down because of 2 knees. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It's tough, man. It's tough.
I would say before we wrap up, the biggest threat to the Celtics in the East, health-wise, all there, top to bottom, New York Knicks. It ain't Milwaukee. It ain't Indiana. It ain't Miami. It ain't Philly. I'm talking about full roster, starting 5, bench, health-wise. New York Knicks' biggest threat to Boston in the 2024-2025 season. Then we'll see who goes to the NBA Finals.
I gotta ask you that after some trades.
No, I'm saying let's see what happens. I think if we make a little tweak, we'll see what happens. But if you say right now, this roster they have right now, everybody's back healthy. OG, Mitchell, Randall, Bogey, Burks, Brunson, Hartenstein, Dante, Deuce. I mean, they would have won more than a game against Boston than Indiana in the conference finals. And real quick, speaking of Indiana, Pascal got the bag, 4-year, 189 mil. Congrats to him. Big intricate part for that team going forward, and had an amazing playoff run. So congrats to Pascal on getting that bag. Last question: would they see the trade between Josh Giddey and Caruso, Chicago and OKC getting the mix early on some trades? No draft picks involved, just a player swap. Caruso is now going to play with the Shea Gilgeous and Lou Dort and Chet Holmgren, but Josh Giddey is now going to Chicago, where we don't know what they're going to do with DeRozan and the Zach LaVines of the world. But does anybody win this trade? I think OKC wins this trade, right?
OKC absolutely wins this trade. They get a defensive specialist, a guy who's going to be defending and helping Lou Dort on the wing. It's going to be brilliant. It's great for him. God bless. Veteran leadership added to that roster of young guns with the SGA and the boy Chet Holmgren. Giddey sealed his fate by sealing his fate. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Anything else before we head up out of here? First show in a while, so I want to make sure we got everything covered. We got the finals, Redick Nuke, Lakers coach, Siakam with the bag, recapping the finals and Jaylen Brown stuff, and trade is gone down. So I'm pretty sure whatever anything comes up, we're gonna come back on.
Oh, and yeah, listen,
what I miss.
Yeah, last but not least, listen, guys, people, our people. It's in the game podcast. We can rough up Caitlin. It's all right. She's all right. She's all right. She'll be okay. She won't die. I know. She's Bambi. She's Bambi. You gotta hold on. I know. You gotta hold. Because I know you need it. You need it. You want it. You got to have it. Mm-hmm. But listen, she'll be all right. It's okay. You feel me?
Yeah.
Caitlin will be all right. Leave her alone. Let her play. Let everybody in the WNBA play. Leave them alone. Nobody stop the narratives. Just let them play basketball. Focus on that. The basketball game. Who's doing what and why? Asia Wilson. Start there and then go backwards.
Mm-hmm. Also, Cameron Brink is out for the year with a torn
ACL.
Yeah,
that's what I thought it was when I saw it. Yeah, as soon as I saw it, I was like, torn ACL. She was like,
I hate that. I hate the injury, man.
You saw the play, right?
I did not see the play. All I saw was praise up from Cameron Brink on the Twitter. I'm like, okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, I saw the play and I was just like, yep, she landed bad on her left side. So as soon as she landed, and I was like, either that's an ACL, something in her knee, and come back, torn ACL. But she'll be back like 3 weeks. This is NBA medicine. She'll be back in 3 weeks.
Hell no.
She'll be back in 3 weeks.
Next season.
Back in 3 weeks.
Next season. Denny Blanco on social media, Twitter, IG, TikTok, Sir Denny Blanco, myself, Randy J. Cruz, RENDY, letter J C RUZ on Twitter, X, Instagram, TikTok. Find a podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, also on Amazon Music. If you've been watching on YouTube, youtube.com/Cruise Control Podcast, go ahead, download, rate, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave a thumbs up, show some love and support for your boys on the program. From Randy Cruz, Denny Blanco, It's in the Game podcast. We'll see you next week.
It's in the game, you heard?
Yes, sir.